Hey y'all, it's Gary from Fitz Preacher Farm. Been getting a lot of questions as a preacher. You get a lot of questions, especially when times like these come about us and things are happening the way they are. People are unsure, and especially those people that have no faith. They have nothing to hang on to. People ask me, is this the end? Well, my answer is right here, and I want to read it to you. 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 16 says, "For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first, and then all those who are alive will remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds and meet the Lord in the air, and thus we shall always be with the Lord. Therefore comfort one another with these words." Chapter 5. "But concerning the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I should write to you, for you yourselves know perfectly the day of the Lord so comes as a thief in the night. For when they say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction comes upon them, and labor pains upon a pregnant woman, and they shall not escape. But you, brethren, are not in darkness, so that this day should overtake you as a thief. You are all sons of the light and sons of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness. Therefore let us not sleep, so others do, but let us watch and be sober. For those who sleep at night, and those who get drunk are drunk at night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and as a helmet of hope and salvation. For God did not appoint us to wrath, but to obtain salvation through our Lord Jesus Christ, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Therefore comfort one another, and edify one another, just as you also are doing." He'll come as a thief in the night. What does that mean? That means that he's going to come at a time when people least expect it. People are looking right now. Even the world is looking right now. They may not admit it, but they're looking for the coming of Jesus Christ. Those of us who believe, those of us who are saved by grace and the mercy of Jesus Christ, and we put our faith and our trust in him, we're not living in the darkness. We're living in the light. That's what he just said. He comforted the church there at Thessalonica, and I want to comfort you with these words today. Is it the end? I don't know. Only God knows that. But I do know this. It says that he will come as a thief in the night. That means he's going to come when we're least expecting it. Folks, we're looking right now. We're thinking, people are thinking, is this the end? Is this the end? I don't know. It might end in an hour. It might end in a minute. I don't know, but I do know this. He is coming again, and we need to be spiritually prepared. I wanted to start this video with that today because I know people are bound up. They're putting us on quarantine. And I like to call it quarantine because that's what it is, because we're being quarantined from a virus that's floating around here. And so we're all at home. And before we know it, we're all going to go stir crazy. We're going to get cabin fever. A guy at church told me Sunday, he said, "I'm not worried about the virus." He said, "I'm worried about that other fever." And I said, "What's that?" And he goes, "Cabin fever." We're not used to living like this. But folks, listen. There's no need for us to sit around and fret. I'm going to plant a garden for the first time, not because of this. I'd already planned on planting a garden. But I'm going to plant a garden for the first time in 4 or 5 years because I'm going to have the time to do it. And also, in this time right here, right now, hey, an old man used to tell me you got to make hay while the sun's shining. Well, let me tell you, the sun's shining. Everybody's home. Everybody, or most people's home, everybody's got time to do these things. Hey, we're going to dig around in the dirt a little bit today, and we're going to plant some stuff. and I just want to kind of show you what we got going on. So come along. Hey y'all, look at that big bright light up there in the sky. It's been raining here for seems like 2 or 3 months, and it just now the clouds broke and the sun came out. I think that's probably a good sign. Okay, what we're gonna do here, this is out here on my deck in my hot tub. I got a couple containers here, and I grew small tomatoes in these last year, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant these some peas. I got some peas, 2 different kinds of peas. I got the sugar snaps, snow peas, and then I got the sugar daddy peas. These will do well. I'm going to put a cage around these, and these will do well in these pots, and I'm just going to let them go. And then I've got these 2 these are ammunition boxes that I bought a couple years ago, and I've got beds in them, and I'm going to put a little bit of lettuce in one of them, put a few radishes in there, and in one of them I'm going to put some beets in. But here's what I really wanted to plant today. I always thought that cilantro was a warm weather crop. But I was watching M.I. Gardener the other day, and by the way, if you don't subscribe to his channel and you like gardening, you better get over there and get after that guy, man. He's knowledgeable. But he said now is the time to plant this. I would have thought cilantro, and I don't know why I thought that. I guess you just get certain things in your mind and you believe it. But I thought this would probably be a summertime, but actually this begins to bolt when it gets warm and when it gets hot. So now's the time. Actually, it's probably a little bit late, but our last frost date here is April 15th. So I think it'll be okay. If not, I can come out here and cover them up and throw a sheet over them or something, put a light bulb under them or something. But that's what we're going to do today. Okay, let's put a few peas in. What we're going to do, we're going to plant these. We're going to plant every one of these in this pot. It won't hurt because they'll all spread out. These are the sugar daddies. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to spread these out, and I've got a trellis, a wire trellis I'm going to put around this. I'll show that to you here in a minute. It's laying over there. That Preacher's Day Off made a couple of those, some of those maybe last year for his tomatoes, and boy, they really worked out good. It's concrete wire they put in the bottom of concrete to reinforce concrete. So all I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to pack these down in here, and I'm going to cover them up with some soil. Here are the snow peas. I love to eat these, just grab them off the vine and eat these. Boy, these are really good. And do these the same way. I'll water these in after a while, but just kind of spread them out. Get them where you... Folks, if you're worried about something to eat, I mean, this thing couldn't have come along at a better time. If you're worried about food running out, now's the time to get you a garden in, get you some stuff planted. This don't cost nothing. These seeds you can get them on M.I. Gardener for 99 cents a pack. I didn't get these there. I got these up at the co-op or somewhere, or I think maybe I had them in there. But you'll be amazed how much food you can eat, how it can grow in a little space like this. I went up and got some Miracle-Gro garden soil. I had it on sale. I'm just going to cover that up just like that. You want to make sure those seeds are making a good contact on the ground with the ground. These are just old flower pots. You don't have to have a flower pot. You can the best thing to get is those feed buckets from the farmers. They put lick feed in them, and cows eat like sorghum or something like that. But hey, just pack that down, and I always like to leave the package in there so I know which one's which. Pack that down. Here's our wire, which is probably not going to go around that one, but it will go around this one. And what'll happen is those peas will sprout, and they'll need a place to go, and they'll run right up this wire. I'll have to make one for this one over here. I'll have to make it a little bit bigger. But you get my drift. But folks, you can eat there's a lot of food that'll grow out of these two little pots. You don't have to have a major garden. I've got a big garden, and I'm gonna utilize that. But hey, if you're in an apartment somewhere, grab you up a flower pot and a pack of seeds. You'll be surprised what you can grow. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot better for you what you get out of the grocery store. So there's our peas. All right, this one here, I'm gonna put some beets, a few beets, and there's a whole bunch more beets in here than we need. But hey, you come out here, these are, they germinate in 14 days. I'm not sure what the time is on here, it doesn't say. But anyway, we want to sow these a little bit more careful than we did the peas, because we don't want these to crowd each other out. So we're just going to kind of place them in here, and we can thin them if we need to, and we may very well do that. But this is not a major crop, but I'm gonna tell you, you'd be surprised at what you can do with this right here. I like to can stuff. We like to put stuff up here, and you know, there's not gonna be enough beets here to can, but boy, there'll be enough beets here to eat for a while. This is easy as a caveman could do it. I don't think y'all ever heard that one before, have you? Let me tell you something about beets. They are good for you. I know people say, oh, yuck, beets. I'm telling you, they are good for you. We're supposed to get in the 80s, start to get in the 80s now, and these seeds will explode. And by the way, everything that I've read about this virus thing is that heat's what kills it. So praise the Lord. Alright, there's some beets. We got a whole bunch of beets left over. Put a few radishes in here. I'll tell you something, there ain't nothing like coming out here and you got you a salad going. Nothing like coming outside and just gathering you up something fresh. They tear that all off, but it won't come open, so here's what it is. These are China Rose radishes. And these, we're going to do a little broadcast on these, because we can thin them. I'd rather have too many than not enough. All right. Cover these up. See, you could be out here doing this, or you could be in there watching MSNBC, the liberal media channel, or the Communist News Network, one of them. You could be in there getting all depressed. This make you feel good right here. It'll make you feel good. It'll feed you a little something. Later on down the line, it kind of puts you back in touch with nature. Alright, there's just some radishes and a few beets. Now let's move over here and get us some lettuce going and some cilantro. Alright, last bed, cilantro. We love cilantro. We like to make salsa around here, and you got to have cilantro in your salsa. You just have to have it. Well, we really like it. This is also called coriander. And again, with these, because this stuff's going to bolt on us when it gets hot. So we'll pull this out when it gets hot. There'll be more cilantro there than you can shake a stick at. Great Lakes. Uh-oh. That one's broke. Well, I guess we're going to broadcast the lettuce as well. I think Smokey stepped on that one. You don't need a bunch of dirt over these. You want that dirt making good contact with them seeds. So you kind of want to tap it down a little bit, press it down. There you go. I'll be right back. All right. I know this is not the way to do this, but I lost my daddy last week. He's 84, and I thought a lot about it since then. But when you start thinking about people and thinking about things and they're gone, and something come to my mind that I learned from my grandma, his mother. And as a little boy, probably not older than 4 or 5 years old, I can remember her planting a garden. They were poor folks. They were sharecroppers. And I can remember Grandma every time she would plant a tomato plant, she'd dump this blue powder in there with it. And she put a little dirt in there, and then she'd drop the tomato plant in there. I can remember her doing that. There's what she was doing. Now, I know you're supposed to mix this up with water and all that kind of stuff, but we're going to put a little blue on it here for Grandma. The thing about Miracle-Gro is that this won't hardly burn. So we're going to give these a little boost. And I think they'll come on. This is for Grandma. I know you're supposed to mix this stuff up in water and dilute it and all that kind of stuff, but this is the way Grandma done it. Maybe right, maybe wrong, but I can remember eating tomatoes as big around as your fist that she grew by doing it this way. Alright, we got our blue powder on all of them. Got a little blue on all of them. We'll water them in here in a minute. I'll build another cage for this one, and we'll be good to go. Guys, listen to me. Ain't nothing to be afraid of. Get out and make your own way. Grow you some stuff. I read that Bible passage to you a little earlier. We don't know when he's coming, but we darn sure better be ready when he does. Because when he comes, it's going to be too late. I encourage you to seek God and seek Jesus today more than anything. But listen, don't sit around and listen to all these people talking about all this gloom and doom stuff. Get out here, man. You wouldn't believe what this will do for your soul. I feel better just getting out here and doing it. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a big old thumbs up. Comment. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you got going on. And I'm going to try to make a video about every day of something different. And I want to encourage you. I don't give up. I know there's people out there that think it's all over, but it's not all over. We're still here. We're still breathing. The sun's shining. I got up this morning. I don't know about you. I got up this morning. I flipped the light switch on. The lights came on. I went in there and turned the water on. Maybe some coffee. The water came on. Everything's good. I know it's going to be rough, but hey, do something to help yourself. Get out here and plant you a garden. Plant you some stuff. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you like this channel. If you do, hey, subscribe to my channel. I need some more subscribers. I'm lagging behind on these subscribers. Of course, I don't make a lot of videos, but hey, I'm gonna try to help you out as much as I can. God bless you.